Taylor Sheridan is back with his latest film, Those Who Wish Me Dead, and it has an all-star cast, and it's definitely a white-knuckle survival tale that you are going to need to watch. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be discussing Those Who Wish Me Dead. This is coming to HBO MAX this Friday as well as in theaters. And once again, it is directed and written by Taylor Sheridan, one of my favorite directors and writers right now, who's directed films such as Wind River, and as well as written films like the first Sicario and even the second one, which I like, but the first Sicario is supremely better, and as well as touched on shows like Yellowstone and even Hell or High Water. Now, this movie is about a teenage murder witness who finds himself pursued by twin assassins in the Montana wilderness, with a survival expert tasked with protecting him as a forest fire threatening to consume them all comes to play. This stars the likes of Finn Little, Aidan Gillen, Jake Weber, Tyler Perry, John Bernthal, and of course Angelina Jolie. I was out of my mind excited for this movie. Biggest reason being, once again, I love Taylor Sheridan's scripts. I loved Wind River, and seeing that he was going to be directing and writing this next film just got me so hyped. And in general, just the concept, the cast, everyone involved with this movie, it just seemed to be something that would be knocked right out of the park. And I'll be a little bit honest, it didn't hit the expectations, because my expectations were like to the moon, like one of the most anticipated films of the year. But it doesn't mean that this isn't a great film. This is a freaking awesome movie. It's just different than what I expected it to be. And we're going to dive in all of that, guys. But if you guys are new here and you guys love talking movies, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out. It helps the algorithm and gets this video up. And as well, guys, you get tons of early movie reviews over here on a daily basis. So hit that like and subscribe button, as well as comment down below and let me know your favorite Taylor Sheridan film, and if you've gotten to see the film yet, because I want to hear about it all down there. Starting with my main pros, once again, this is a white-knuckle survival tale. And the thing that I really liked about this is that overall, it is a throwback to 90s thrillers, something in the vein of Cliffhanger. Now, I didn't expect that going into here. I felt maybe we would get a little bit more of a dramatic avenue to it, but it very much is more focused on the thriller aspect. And just in that case, this is, again, I was holding and gripping for dear God the entire way through, because I didn't know where this story could potentially go. Every single moment builds on the next and builds that tension to the point where you really don't know what's going to happen. It is an unpredictable story, and I love that. So on top of that, when you have fantastic performances from the likes of, again, Angelina Jolie, who just nails this role, John Bernthal, who's fantastic as well, and really happy to see that he gets a more meatier role in this. It seems like he pops in things here and there and gets these big showcases, but never gets to be the singular star, unlike when he's in Punisher, which he's fantastic in, and I wish that show got another season. But going off that tangent, he's fantastic in here as well. And of course, the two hitmen in here played by Nicholas Hoult and of course Aidan Gillen. I love both those actors. They're both great. And even the young actor in here is quite special too, and does a really good job feeling real and realistic to this story, because sometimes, you know, younger actors can go a little bit over and beyond their roles, and, you know, I never really want that from them, but he did it perfectly in here. The thing that goes to show Taylor Sheridan as a director, I think he does such a fantastic job in these avenues, because he's able to direct his actors in the style that he's needing them to be, and always making sure that they're giving a great performance and feeling in the story, and not just, again, being like, oh, it's that actor, it's that actor. No, they very much blend into this story and the character involved. It's intense. I mean, the entire way through, whether it's the fire that you know is coming from them, and of course the assassins that could be around any other corner, I really liked how Taylor Sheridan was really able to dive into that and really much give a lot of time for each and every character to marinate a bit. Now, let's jump into one of my cons, because while he did write this film, and I'm usually a big fan of his scripts, I found the script for here to be a little bit lacking in some departments. Again, I understand what he was going for in this kind of throwback to a 90s thriller, but I do feel like there are two separate stories that he wanted to tell here. One about two assassins or hitman or whatever you want to call them, and then this firefighter story. And it feels like he had two great angles on them that could make for great survival tales, and he ended up putting them together, which for the most part worked. But the way that he focuses in on these characters feels a little bit cookie cutter, and there is not enough depth to any of the characters in here. And I know that's crazy for me saying, oh, this is such an awesome film, because it is, and it's great, and I can't wait to watch it again. And maybe it'll grow on me over time because now I know what the film is actually about. But I very much expected a little bit more from the characters involved here, especially when it is a Taylor Sheridan script. And I just, I understand what they were going for, but I do feel like 20 to 30 minutes more of this film would have added a lot more depth that was needed, because Angelina Jolie's character is the one that really much touches in overall, and she does a great job, but it's something that we've seen before. And I wanted to know more about the hitman. I wanted to know more about Jon Bernthal's character and the background of some of these people. You get to know the surface level stuff, but never anything that goes a little bit deeper. And again, the film didn't need to do that, but I think it would have very much separated itself away from other thrillers. Adding in there is one little particular speck of the story that I can't get into, but it is the reason that these people are chasing the kid. It never really goes into depth on that. They set it up and it really never gets touched on anywhere. And yes, you didn't need it for the story at all. You just need to know, okay, he's the MacGuffin, we're protecting this kid for this singular reason, but they never explained it, and I think that was a big miss, because I feel like that is the one element that I was like, okay, I understand why they're helping him, but keeping that away from me, I kind of need to know so I can also be invested with saving this kid as well. Those Who Wish Me Dead, once again, is a white knuckle survival tale that will very much engage you throughout the entire way through. Most of those cons you probably won't even think about until the film is over. You're going to be locked in the entire way through this tense tale that, again, you're worrying about the fire, but you're also worrying about some of the weather conditions and even the two hitmen who are roaming around this wilderness. There's something at every avenue and something that's always fighting against our characters, and I loved that. The performances in here are fantastic, and I think they go above and beyond the script here that is a little bit less depth than most Sheridan scripts are, and I really wish he would have touched in and maybe added 20 to 30 more minutes into the movie. Again, this is your basic kind of thriller that we've gotten before. I just wanted them to add a little bit of differenceness to it all, because it does feel like something that maybe we have seen all before, but even then, it's very entertaining. You're going to be gripping your knuckles so tight till they're all white, and you're definitely going to enjoy this one. So with all that said, I'm going to give Those Who Wish Me Dead a B+. Overall, I really like this one. I was expecting, honestly, an A+, because that's how I've kind of rated most of his films so far, but that's just my personal opinion. I need to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below, head on over to Sound Fun Films on how to see films early, and of course, it's a big thank you to you, and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, of course, until next time, stay classy.